Greetings. Key here. This is sunset breathing. So this is a down-regulating breathing practice, great for in moments of stress and chaos, chaotic environments, overthinking and worrying, as well as before our meals, okay, to put ourselves in that rest and digest state and activate our digestive organs, and even before bed when we want to kind of wind down, get out of our thoughts, and get more relaxed. So this is actually the way that you breathe when you sleep, and how most mammals breathe when they're sleeping as well. So this signals to our body, okay, we must be in a safe, relaxed state, okay? And this puts the body in homeostasis and activates those digestive organs and just calms your body down, okay? So I like to look at this practice as a triangle. It's going to be an inhale and an exhale and a pause before we inhale at the bottom of that exhale. So inhale, exhale, pause, okay? And before we begin, let's talk about how we're breathing, because this is super important. Most of us are breathing through our mouths, and we're breathing very shallow and small and not very deep. And a lot of us are breathing up here in our chest and tensing these accessory muscles, which is really signaling to our nervous system that we're not okay and we're not in a rest and digest state. So our digestive organs aren't activated, and we're not breaking down our food and absorbing the nutrients from it as we could be. So instead of breathing through our mouth, instead of breathing very shallow and small, and instead of breathing up here in our chest, we want to begin to breathe through our nose. And this is just in general. We want to prioritize nasal breathing and deeper and slower breaths, more deeper, even on the exhales, way more deeper. A lot of us aren't exhaling out all of our emotions fully, okay? So nasal inhale, deeper and slower. And instead of up here in our chest, we want to be prioritizing breathing through our belly, okay? This is our diaphragm, which is our primary respiratory muscle, okay? And by engaging with this muscle, you're actually strengthening it, and in turn, you're strengthening the lower esophageal sphincter muscle, which is the valve that keeps stomach acid down in your stomach. So this is what I mean. Instead of up here in our chest, we want to expand our belly out as we're taking those nasal inhales. So you can do a test right now to see where you're breathing through. You can place a hand on your chest and place a hand on your belly and just breathe through your nose. And you should feel your belly come out. If you feel your chest come out, you want to just start shifting and prioritizing breathing through your belly, okay? Engaging with that diaphragm. So, like I said, you want to see and feel that belly expand out on those nasal inhales. And as you're exhaling, you want that belly to come back in, okay? So let's just try a quick couple breaths like this, nasal breathing and expanding our belly on those inhales. So inhale and exhale fully. And inhale and exhale fully. Cool. So now that we have the foundation of proper breathing down, we can get into sunset breathing. So like I said, this practice is just like a triangle. You could just think of a triangle. We're going to inhale for the same amount of our exhales and the same amount as our pause. So people have different preferences, and you'll begin to have your own preference as you play with this breathing practice on your own. I like to do 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold, but you could do 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out, hold, or you could do 5 seconds, okay? So it's all just about preference as you get more experience in this breathing practice. So we can begin. Find a comfortable seated position, or if you want to lay down, you can do that. And let's exhale our current breath. And we'll begin. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold that exhale. 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. And return to your regular breathing pattern. So this can be done anywhere from 45 seconds to up to 5 minutes. Most beginners will feel benefits and effects from this just after 45 seconds of doing this. And it's really hard to convince ourselves that we don't have 45 seconds out of our whole day to come back to our breath and regulate our nervous system. So I hope you guys found some value out of this. And like I said, do this in any stressful moments, any chaotic environments. Whenever you're overthinking or worrying, this brings you back to the present moment, and only joy lives in the present moment, okay? The thoughts and the worries and the judgments and the opinions we're living with don't actually exist, okay? This is controlling our emotions, but when we come back to the present moment, and the breath is the fastest bridge to come back to the present moment, into our 5 senses, and feel and hear and connect with our breath, okay? And like I said, great to use before eating, to get yourself in that rest and digest state, activate your digestive organs, and before sleep to wind down. Cheers.